Shout out to Noah for the 35 PayPal dono. He wants me to react to this clip. Let me pretend like I'm recording a video. Tom Aspinall just released the most pathetic, embarrassing skits in the lead up to his rematch against Cyril Gane if he actually decides to take the fight and stop coping and crying on the sidelines, pretending like he can't play with his kids. Meanwhile, he's at a mall in Italy with his dad playing touch butt. And we're just going to check out the video and react to it. All right, let's check it out. Already effeminate cucky vibes. I mean, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Getting ready for my next fight. Look at this walk. Oh my God. So talk about super cuck. Imagine another grown man. They scripted this. They sat around and scripted this. Look how pathetic this is. Stop it. Stop it right there. All right, let's continue. Look at this. They're pretending there's a ref here. Oh, he's feeling him up. Vaseline. They got the Vaseline out for this skit. Look. They got this is going in Tom's butt next. I promise you that. I can tell by the looks of both of them. Look at this. He's smearing a liquid on his face. He's checking the mouthpiece. Look, this dude is jerking off. This is not him checking a cup. Look at this. You tell me what that is. Tom's opening his mouth and this guy's jerking his dick. His dick's so small. When he jerks off on camera, it looks like he's playing dice. It looks like he's shooting dice. Look at this. This is a 2-incher. Look at this. And Tom's just sitting there staring at him. Oh my God, that dude's got a micro. Let's continue. Look, he's doing the same. They're jerking off together. Tom is jerking off. He likes these tatted dudes. Look at him. Look, shooting dice, little baby dick. Doing the same thing. But it only does a 2-pump chump. And then look, this dude's touching his mouth. This is the same finger he put in Tom's ass right now. All right, let's continue. Oh my, look at this. Look at that. What kind of grown man? I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being satirical right now. This is a grown fucking man making this face. Look at this. This is how old is this dude? 65 at least? Bro, go retire. Be on a fucking boat. I mean, seriously. Look how pathetic. Who is this guy? And then, oh, look. Now we got to show Cyril Gane fouls. I mean, think about these, by the way. Think about every single one of these, right? So let's start with this one. Ready? Let's start with this one. Let's actually, I'm going to slow this shit down. Look at this shit. First off, this basically catches the inside leg, okay? If you want to say, oh, maybe his ankle touched the cup, whatever. But like acting like that's some type of egregious foul, absolutely pathetic, embarrassing, right? Oh, this is a knee as Jairzinho Rosenstruck is moving here, okay? And acting like that's some kind of brutal nut shot. Then you have this one. Doesn't even touch Jairzinho. Okay, this one landed clean to the cup. Right in the beginning of the fight. He fucked up on that one. He fucked up on that one. That was a bad shot right there. Look, this dude's now all right, let me go back to regular speed. This dude's now touching his cup. Thumbs up. Look at that. He's saying, Tom, palm the back of my head. You don't have to jerk off like you're shooting dice anymore. I'll swish it around in my... He said, I'll swish it around in my mouth a little bit. Imagine being 65 years old and doing this type of shit.
Watch this.
So he's got that. Look, Tom's dad. He's a daddy's boy. Look, now he's jerking off his head or something. Look at this, by the way. Look at that. Look, you notice how they cut away right away. Look at this decisive. Look at this very deceptive editing. Look, they cut it away as it clips the side of the head. Look, by the way, none of those landed on the back of the head, by the way. None of those landed on the back of the head. It's just pathetic. Okay, that one was actually back of the head. They had one angle of one back of the head shot. He's got a helmet on now. And look at this 65-year-old still being a bum. Tom's got, I mean, look at this. What is it, schoolgirl? Look at this. This is a gay man. Gun to my head right now. Is this man a homosexual? Gun to my head. I say yes, and I think I live. Look at this shit. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. This is a woman in a hotel room when Connor is trying to approach her, okay? Stop. He doesn't listen, but stop. Okay, let's continue. Let's carry on. We got a couple more seconds. Look, more highlights of supposed eye pokes and Oh, yeah. I mean, was this supposed to be funny?
The best part about
Was this genuine? And then they put this on the end.
fouling, right, is that
And by the way, they took this totally out of context. What he was saying is, if you get fouled, worry about recovering and not what the referee is doing. It's just pathetic, embarrassing. Tom's a bum. What an embarrassing skit. Go get a real job instead of crying on the sidelines and making little stupid skits. The guy that made you quit like a little bitch and you had a clean bill of health and went to the doctors afterwards and he laughed in your fucking face when you asked if you should have stopped fighting. You're a bum. Anyway, Noah, thank you for the 35.